Alright, let me just make sure that I'm live here. And it looks like I am live. Alright. Let me get my chat pulled up. Make sure I'm actually recording too. Okay, yeah. Alright, just grab my chat here. Okay. Alright, welcome to Loaded Stream Part 3. So this is this will be the third time that I've streamed Loaded since I started doing this. So I think the first time I did it on Sega Saturn, and then the second time was PS1, and then I just got this in the mail today. Trying to there we go. So that just came from the UK today. I think it's been out for maybe like a couple weeks. And I had pre-ordered it, so it took a while to get here. I'm actually still waiting on my Amazon pre-order, so I'm gonna end up having like 2 copies of it whenever that comes through. But it's kind of always hard to get Evercade games through Amazon pre-order. I always end up having to like cancel that order and like just either getting it directly from Evercade or getting it somewhere else, because like it'll say like your order went through, but then like when you go to the page where it's supposed to be, like it's not there anymore. So I don't know what's up with that, just Amazon weirdness. But I did play a little bit of this. I played through like half of the first level just to kind of whatever. So it looks good. It looks actually really good. I threw on the scan lines because I like the scan lines, which is a fun feature. So but I don't know, like we'll see. Well, I guess we'll all see together how it is as we progress through the game. It looks like it's a modified version of the PlayStation version, from what I can tell, because they like the controls look similar to the PlayStation, but they just replaced it with, instead of X, triangle, square, and all that, they replaced it with A, B, X, Y. So but yeah, it looks like everything looks like it's an exact port, so everything's looking good. The big thing for me is that the music seems like it's there. There's only one other, I think, or is this the only Pop Elite itself song? I can't remember now. Maybe there's one other, but yeah, it seems like everything is on here as far as the soundtrack, which is a big thing for me. Like I wouldn't have gotten this if it didn't have the music. What's up, Scotty? Scotty said, "Will it be pitch black?" Yeah. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's a modified version of the PlayStation port. So yeah, it's gonna be fucking it's gonna be dark as hell. So pitch blackness ahead. But it does look really, really good. You can even do it pixel perfect, which is rad. I just didn't do it because it makes it smaller on the screen for everybody else to view. So I just did it 4:3, but full screen. But yeah, you can do pixel perfect, which is really cool. And when I say modified, it just means that like they got rid of the square, triangle, circle, X icons for the control scheme, and it's A, B, X, Y instead. But everything else is the same. So, and depending on how this goes, I might finally actually try Reloaded, because it's on here. It's on this collection, which is cool. So if I don't do it, if I don't get to it tonight, I'll do a separate stream at some point of Reloaded, and that one would actually be like a fresh thing for me, because I've never really played much of it, which I've talked about before. Like the only reason why is just I didn't play it when it first came out, so like I have like no nostalgia for it. but I know some people actually say it's better than this one, so I don't know, like I'll have to see what I think. So, but this is cool. The cool thing about this Evercade version too is that like I have 3 ways to play it now, because I have the Evercade Versus, so like I can play it, you know, I can stream it or I can play it on my big TV, whatever. But then also I can use it on the Alpha, which is the tabletop arcade. And I've already tried that out, and it's super cool. Like playing this with a stick, with an arcade stick, is just, it feels like it was meant to be played that way. It's so fucking awesome. And then the other big cool thing is that I can take it portable now on my I have a couple of those like little portable Evercade things, so that's super cool. More ways to play loaded. I will not complain. Although to be fair, I can already play it portable on this. I have like a little like Chinese knockoff like handheld thing that plays ROMs. So technically I could already play it, but you know. I do like that Evercade actually gets the license shit, you know what I mean? So it's pretty cool to have the like official, to have loaded official in 2025, and it's like brand new. It's really cool. XP Traveler, is that you, Roy? Did you just change your name? Because I think I recognize the icon. Oh shit! I fucking hate these things. You know, and it looks kind of better streaming it on this than it does even like when I've done it on the PlayStation and Saturn, because that like HDMI cable or whatever that I have to use to stream PlayStation and Saturn, like it's not like the best quality, so it blurs things out a little tiny bit. So this is much sharper than the previous times that I've played this. Is there a guy down here? Yep. Roy said, I'm trying to do a fitness food channel so I can get money. Good luck. Good luck getting monetized on this thing. On the YouTubes. That's cool though. Shit, get away. Speaking of fucking monetized, that post earlier that I shared with you guys on X, or that dude like fucking with the AI generated fucking collage, like what in the fuck, man? I could not believe it. It literally stopped me dead in my tracks. I was like, this can't be fucking real. Like how the fuck would you seriously like put that out into the world? Like I can't tell if it's like, is this guy like such an asshole that he's just like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna do it because I know it's gonna piss people off, so like I'm gonna purposely like put this out there, you know what I mean, just for like, because I mean clearly his account is a like engagement bait account with like, you know, he does like the typical like, what was your favorite game from 2000, and then an hour later, what was your favorite game from like 2001? But yeah, the like AI generated collage of games from 2000 was just like It was too much. And the fact that like so many people like replied to it and didn't even notice that like it was clearly AI. Like it just, I guess it goes to show that people don't actually like look at anything. They just blindly like shit and don't even really read it, I guess. I don't know. It's fucking crazy. Scotty said any engagement is good engagement for grifters. Yeah. It's just, it's wild, man. I think, and the more I sit with it, it's like, I don't know what bothers me more. Like the fact that like somebody would like do that, or just the fact that, like I said, like so many people were just literally like, and he was talking to him too. They were just talking back and forth like, no, my favorite game from 2000 is this and blah, 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 and whatever. It's like, did you not look at the fucking photo? Like, that's crazy. I don't know. It's like people's brains, like, I don't know. I guess they just sort of like, they see the AI approximation and that's like good enough for them, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. My brain does not work that way. Like, I get mad if like I find like a really high quality image with like the low effort post account. Like if I find like a really high quality image and then I post it, and like sometimes Twitter will fuck up and like it'll post it like a little pixelated. I get all bummed out. Meanwhile, this dude's just posting like fucking clear like AI slop. Doesn't even give a fuck. I'm like, oh man, why do I try? That's why I appreciate the accounts that actually like really, you know, put up like high quality images and stuff, and you know, actually put some care into what they do. Like I've brought up before, there's that account. I can never remember the name of it. Is it literally just video game art or something like that? But it's the one with the Mona Lisa profile picture. Like that account always puts up like really good quality stuff. I feel like more people should model their accounts after that one. My greed factor was only considerate. My accuracy was frenzied, which is cool. That's how I was playing. I got a slaughter body count. What's up, J Chan? J Chan said in before Roy roys it up. Too late, he changed his name, so he already royed it up. He royed it up by not being Roy. I'm still gonna call you Roy, and I'm not gonna call you XP Traveler. It's too much to remember. I can barely remember to like pay my bills. Yeah, I'm curious how far I'm gonna get tonight on this. If I'm gonna do any better. You know, Scotty, and to bring it up again, yeah, now that we're on this level, I can really tell it's just as dark and murky as the PlayStation one. The only difference is because it's a little bit sharper. It's kind of making it a little easier to see, but this is definitely the PlayStation port, which I'm not surprised. I kind of figured it would be, because I mean, even like just regular like emulation, like people have a hard time emulating Saturn games, like, so I kind of figured this would be the PlayStation port. Yeah, it's dark as fuck. I just like that I've played this game so much, and for some reason I get lost. Like I've never been able to memorize these maps. I've been playing this game for like fucking... I mean, this came out in 1995. Like, I think in October or something, it'll be 30 years. So, like, I've been playing this game for like fucking 30 years and I still don't have the goddamn maps memorized. It's fucking crazy. Scotty said, LOL, just a little bit easier to see. Yeah, just a smidge. I do really like that it's super crisp though. It looks nice. I mean, you guys are kind of like, now you're seeing it more like this is kind of like what it looks like when I play it like on a, you know, like on a CRT. For some reason when I played it on the, like when I think I played it through a PS2, but I was, like I said, I was using that like that HDMI connector, and it kind of blurs everything just like a little bit, so it looks a little muddy. But this is a much better approximation of like what that game does look like when I play it on a CRT. It's much crisper. I gotta see if there's like a higher quality brand of like HDMI cable that I can get for streaming, because it does the same thing to Saturn games when I stream the Saturn games. Oh fuck, this big cannon thing, shit. Barely avoided that. Fuck. God damn, these jams are so good though. Oh no, the fucking cannon! Oh, it got me that time. I ran right the fuck into it. I got the yellow key card though. Oh, I picked up health. Okay, cool. You know what I'm gonna try and use more this time is there is a map. I didn't use it like at all the last time I streamed this. But to be fair, it's pretty small, so it does help. Or I said makes it definitely worth it. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Oh, the Evercade version? Are we talking about that? Oh yeah, the other thing that makes it way better this time is I'm using this. So when I played on Saturn and when I played on it wasn't as bad on Saturn, but when I played on PS1 I was using a D-pad to control my character. But since I'm using this, I can use the analog stick. So it makes for a less hand cramping experience. Because moving a character like in this kind of game, like on a D-pad, like your hand starts to cramp after a while. It's not comfy. So this is making it much better. And then, like I said, playing it on that Evercade Alpha with on the bar top arcade with a fucking arcade joystick. Oh my god, it's perfect. Like, it almost feels like that's the way this game was meant to be played. It feels like, you know, more like you're playing like something like Maximum Carnage or whatever. Or not Maximum Carnage, Total Carnage. Okay, I'm gonna pull up my map. There we go. I'm gonna definitely use the map when we get to that fucking outside area that I constantly get lost on. Because if I can get through that, even if I don't beat the game, it'll save us like at least 30 minutes, because the last time I streamed it, wasn't I stuck on that one level, like just lost going around in circles for like a half an hour? It felt like half an hour. Oh my god. Oh shit. Getting lost again. Alright, let's see. Oh, here we go, red door. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Get away. What the fuck was even in here? There's no key card. Ugh, it sucks. Scotty said, yup, lol. That was so bad. Alright, let's go this way. Oh, it's blue. Yeah, I feel like this happened the last time I played this stage too. Oh, here we go. This looks new. No? Am I going backwards? Am I going back to the beginning of the level? I feel like this happened too. Damn it. Like I said, you would think after 30 years I would have these goddamn levels memorized. Not even fucking close. Oh my god. Oh, have you guys been seeing like all the shit that fucking James Gunn keeps saying like during this like Superman his Superman promotion? Man, if there was an award to give for like worst movie promotion of the year, like he would win it. Like if there was an award for like how to not promote a Superman movie to the masses, he should definitely win that award. It's like, dude, it's Superman, like it sells itself, like shut the fuck up. Like I mean, I kind of like don't really have any interest in seeing it anymore, but I was already there like before like he started going off. But it's like, oh my god, dude, like just shut up. But he can't seem to help himself. I'm sure like all the production company and the producers and stuff are just like losing their fucking minds right now. You know, they're on the phone with him like, dude, shut your fucking mouth. I don't think it's gonna do very well. I don't think it's gonna do very well, and I don't think that Fantastic Four movie is gonna do well either. Which in a way it's probably good, because it's like we need to fucking end the whole like superhero era of movies. It's like pretty played out at this point. I think that's the other problem too, is I think people are just like, it's superhero movie fatigue. I think people are just kind of over it. Man, I must have missed a key card or something somewhere. I think that might be my problem. Because I feel like I've gone through every red and yellow door that I possibly can. I guess there is a possibility that like I killed someone with a card and then like I just don't see it and it's like on the ground somewhere. Or he said Scotty's gonna see it. I heard he got 2 tickets. Oh shit. Scotty's gonna secretly go see the Fantastic Four movie. It's a good thing that we're just like, we're not like, you know, we're long distance friends, and I wasn't like, wasn't like a friend that knew where you lived and shit, because I would totally be like getting you like Pedro Pascal posters and shit, and it would just be constant Pedro Pascal trolls like all the time. Like anytime you had a new movie, like I would purposely like just get you a Blu-ray. Just so you'd be forced to deal with it. Like anytime like a new Pedro Pascal movie came out, like, and you went to go check the mail, like it would be there. God Damn it! What the fuck? Scotty said insert hand on hips meme. Hands on hip spice lady. Okay, I'm losing my goddamn mind here. Like, where the fuck is this key? Or like, what did I miss? This is insane. Oh my god, I'm like literally going back to the beginning of the level at this point. This is crazy. This is like almost worse than that fucking canyon level. Headphones are slipping off. Alright, let's see. Okay, yeah, so now I've made my way all the way back to the beginning of the level. Let's go this way. There we go, okay. So I did need to go back to the beginning. Okay, good thing I went back then. Oh shit. Okay, there's the green one. Okay. So now we gotta find the green doors. You know what would be helpful is if on the map, if they actually showed you like what doors were, you know, if they were green, yellow, whatever, instead of just like showing you there's a door. Like, see how it just shows there's like on the map in the top left, it just shows like there's an entry point here, but it doesn't even show you what color it is. That would be really helpful. If I could mod this game, that's the one mod that I would do. Is this... Oh, here we go. This one's good. Oh, fuck. I'm trying really hard not to die this time, too, because last time I came really close to beating it. I just didn't quite have enough lives. So if I can conserve my lives as much as possible early on, I think I should be okay. I've only died once so far, I think. Yeah. I'm not doing great on health right now, though. Okay, blue key, got it, so let's try and get out of here. Ooh, which blue door is it? I guess we'll try this one. Oh, fuck. Oh, health, health, give it to me. Yes! Alright. Those white guys in like the white lab coats are pretty strong. Okay, so there's nothing in here. Well, I mean, I guess I got the health pickup, so that was worth it. Where's the other blue door? This one. Shit! This was not worth it other than for points. Maybe it's this one. Oh, fuck. No? What the hell? These are red. Here we go again. Lost again. Is that blue? No, it's not blue. It's not that way. Maybe it was this one over here, and I'm just like... Was it this hidden path? That wouldn't be the exit, would it? I got something that's temporary. What the fuck? Okay, so it's not this. The hunt for another blue door is on. It's definitely not in this long hallway. Go down here. What's this? Oh, this splits into some nonsense. Well, I was gonna try and fucking get through this so I could do Reloaded, but if it's gonna go like this, then we're probably only gonna do this game tonight. Ooh, there it is. Oh, shit. Let me out. All right. Made it out. Whoa, my body count was genocide. I should have killed that last fucking dude. There was like one dude left in that room and I didn't kill him. Holy shit. My greed factor is inconsiderate. I'm still frenzied. My accuracy is never going to be good on this game. It's about to get even darker. Darker and gloomier on these stages. Yep. These are the ones where I can't see shit. Yeah, even the sharpness, it being sharper isn't helping. Look at my guy. You can't even see me up here. It's so fucking dark. Oh man. Alright. So this is probably also where I'm gonna lose like just a ton of lives. I'll do my best though. Oh yeah, and in other things on the internet that were fucking driving me crazy the last couple days, aside from the AI slop gamer dude, was I kind of didn't catch a lot of it until like the end of the day yesterday and then this morning. But like, you know how, I don't know if you guys know or whatever, but like Ozzy had like his last concert or whatever, his last hurrah over the weekend, and it was like a really cool thing where they got like, you know, the who's who of like metal and hard rock together, and like, you know, just all these cool bands played. Like Metallica was there, and you know, people like Axl Rose and Slash were there, and Alice in Chains and blah blah blah, and like there was all these cool bands that played. And then you know, Ozzy did he performed with Black Sabbath. They got back together and did a show, and then he did, you know, obviously his solo Ozzy Osbourne stuff, you know, because he wanted to go out and do it one more time, because he's fucking sick. You know what I mean? And like his body's fucking giving up on him. He doesn't have much more. It's probably like the last chance he has to like actually be able to perform at any sort of level, you know. And he doesn't play guitar, so it's really all about just he needs to be able to vocally pull it off. Which, by the way, he did. Like I thought it was great. Like, you know, it's obviously like he's much older and he's, you know, he's sick, so. But for the condition that he's in, like I thought he did a really good job, and I don't know, it was cool. It was fun, like, you know, just, you know, going down memory lane and thinking about everything that like both of those bands have given to music in general. Anyway, that's a long way of saying like I thought it was really cool, but I think it's like really fucked up like how much like people are just pissed about it. Like so many people just pissing and moaning, and like they're just like, you know, fucking disgusting, like, you know, I don't want to remember Ozzy this way, and like, oh, he must need the money, or the Osbournes must need the money, like, blah blah blah. It's all Sharon, and Sharon Osbourne forced him into it, and all this kind of shit. And it's like, no, it's just weird that that's like where people's minds go, instead of like, oh, that's cool, like, you know what I mean, this old guy wanted to have like one last, you know, fucking hurrah. It's like, no, like, they get all fucking mad about everything. And it's like, number one, it's like, I mean, if you do like 2 seconds of like research, it's like all the fucking money is literally going to charity. Like, I'm pretty sure like the biggest part of the charity is like, what does he have, like Parkinson's or whatever? So it's like, it's going to like research for that, or, you know, what have you. So it's like, he's not doing it for the fucking money. He's fucking loaded. He doesn't need the money. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It just like, it really shocked me that people were fucking acting like that. Yeah, Scotty said pretty sure it was a charity show. Yeah, it was. And I just found it really shocking. And it's like, clearly you don't know like how musicians work. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to stop doing it. You know, like, whether it's like you're somebody like me who's more of like a studio guy, or you're somebody who, you know, likes performing live, like whatever version of music it is that you like doing, you don't ever want to stop doing it. You're gonna do it until your fucking body quits. And clearly, like, Ozzy knows that his body's quitting and he can't perform at a level that he wants to anymore, or he feels like he can, you know, he felt like he could do it one more time. He couldn't do a tour, but he could do enough to do it, put on a good show. And they did put on a good show. But it's just like, yeah, like all these people that can't fucking do anything, and they're just like nitpicking and shit talking, and yeah, it really bummed me out. It's like people just can't be like fucking happy with anything, man. It's like the same thing with like over the weekend too, like some dude, like, I don't even know who this dude was, like, to be honest. I just was scrolling on X, like, probably like, I don't know, like while I was pooping or something, who knows. And this guy was like, oh, it's a bummer, like, music is so politically charged nowadays, like, I guess like modern music. You know, like, basically the sentiment was like, I wish there was just bands that just fucking like whatever, like rocked and no politics. So like, you know, the Doomed Operator record, like, there's no politics in it. It's not like I, you know, purposely like tried to make it not political. There just happens to be no politics in it because that's not what it was about, right? So I left a comment under the guy's thing, and I was like, oh, hey, you should check this out. There's no politics. It's just sad metal songs, like, whatever. And like some fucking like lefty dude like fucking found my shit and like retweeted it and like basically was like, yeah, this record's bullshit, it sucks or whatever. And then it got like all this like he got like all these views on it and stuff. And it's like the only reason that he said that was because apparently like the guy that like I commented to is like on the right or something. I don't even know, honestly, if that's what it is, but I think that's what it seemed like he was mad about. I don't really know. But it's like, and I think this person was like a musician too, or like is in a band or something like that. I don't know, I just kind of like, I muted him after that and was like, whatever. But like, it just like, it bummed me out because it's like, wow, like, especially like if you happen to be a musician too, it's like, you know how hard it is for people to like to make it nowadays. So it's, you know, everybody's like doing the same thing. They're out there just trying to promote their stuff. And it's like, I can't like fucking like, I'm not gonna like research like every single person that like, you know, I'm gonna comment to on the internet, you know what I mean, to make sure that like what they're okay, like politically, like what does that even mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're right or left. I'm just trying to like promote my record, you know. And it could have been like that person that made that comment could have been like a far left person for all I know. Like, it doesn't matter. I was just agreeing with the sentiment because it's like, yeah, like I don't really care for politically charged music myself either. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I'm getting to the point where it's like, I just don't even want to be like on the fucking internet anymore. Like, it's just, it's so like negative, like 24/7, just like negativity, like for everything. Like I was telling my wife, like I think like I'm getting to the point where like I think I just kind of want to do my YouTube channel because I actually have fun doing this. Like I just want to do this and then like my low effort post video game account, and like my main account, like I'm just gonna use it to just like promote my band and like try and promote the streams, like, you know, whenever they're gonna be, and like, you know, like I'll still talk to you guys in the chat and stuff, but like I think I'm just like done with the internet, man. Like I can't fucking take it anymore. Like it's just so fucking negative, you know what I mean? Like, and like I don't know, like I'm actually having a good time in my life, like personally, like, you know, so it's like I don't need this like extra like negativity for like no reason. Like I'm pretty happy in my regular life, so it's like, you know, and I have the choice. It's not like I necessarily need to be on the fucking internet like I am, so. And it's not even like one of those, like, I know like people do that thing where they're like, oh, I'm going to take a break from the internet. And it's like, or I'm going to take a break from social media. It's not like I'm going to take a break from social media. Like I need to use it for the things that I do, but I'm just like not going to like basically like interact as much and just kind of, I don't know, like ignore things, like post things and just like not really like, I'm not going to like scroll it, I guess is what I mean. So I think maybe what I need to do too is like just I need to do like a mass like unfollowing and literally just follow like video game accounts. I need to like unfollow like every like fucking like political or like political adjacent account, or like, you know, these like sort of like, there's also like those, you know, those like news accounts that just like they act like everything is like the fucking end of the world. Breaking news, Elon Musk unfollowed some person that I don't care about, like that kind of shit. Yeah, the Aussie thing was definitely like, that was kind of like the one that really like sent me over the edge of like, God, this place is so fucking dark. It's just so negative. And what was crazy too was like the people that were saying shit like that were like supposedly like, you know, music fans or whatever. It's like, or like rock accounts. It's like, how can you call yourself like a metal or like a hard rock fan and then you're just gonna like shit all over this? Do you even really like music? I don't think you really like music if that's how you're gonna fucking act. I'm totally lost again, if you can't tell. Clearly lost. I'm even using the map too, which is embarrassing. Alright. I know I have a blue key. That was my most recent key. So I gotta find a blue door. I'm about to die. Fuck. I died. These fucking zombie things like respawn, and then the rats everywhere. Ugh. I'm kind of just looking at the map and I'm not even looking at the... Fuck. Roy said Dan roying up loaded. Damn, I got accused of roying something up by Roy himself. That's pretty bad. Fuck, did I just go the wrong way? Again? It feels new. But I don't know, because those fucking things respawn, so... Shit. Oh my god. Fuck, I've already been here. I just realized. Oh no. Wait, what's this way? God damn. I can't for the life of me remember, like, where there was a blue door. Nope, that's gonna send me to a dead end. Let's see. What door is this? That's a green door. Is that a blue door? Let's just try it. Definitely don't ever get in a situation with me where I need to know where I'm going in the dark. I would not be the guy to go on that adventure with. If it's dark and you have to use a map, I am not your guy. I will lead you to certain death. What the fuck? Ooh, green card, hell yeah. Okay. I feel like there were some green doors back here somewhere. Goddamn rats. Ah. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like... Is that a green door? Yeah, that's a green door. Okay. I only have one life left. That's not good. It's kind of like this choice of like, do I want the map or do I want to be able to see like my health? And I've been using the map, but then like I'm not paying attention to my health, so I'm getting fucking killed. On exit. Nope. Man, this level is dark. Holy shit. I can't see anything. Oh, have I somehow already been here? God damn it. Oh my god, okay. Jesus Christ with the rats. think I'm going in a circle, but that might actually be okay because I need to get my bearings here. I can't tell if that's green or I think it is green, but okay, here's another green door. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, let's do this one. This seems better, maybe. Or not, I don't know. I'm guessing I'm gonna need one more key before I can get out of here. Oh shit. I'll have to go back and check the other stream and see how long this level took me last time. Oh my god, it's literally just pitch black. Ooh, am I invincible? I think I am. Oh my god. I can't go through that door? I can't even tell what key I would need. What the fuck? Oh, that sucks. Oh, god damn it. There's a guy in here. Son of a bitch. Okay. So I like had that invincibility for a little bit and then I just completely wasted it because I couldn't go through that door. Oh man. It's already going here. Oh, okay, so yeah, alright. Fuck. Oh, okay, let's see. That might be a mistake. Let me go back. So there's that green door. There's this green door. I'm just kind of following the map. Oh, fuck. Damn it. I used to continue. Oh, there it is. There's the yellow key card. Okay. I wonder if that door I wonder if that door that I couldn't get through, if that was that's where the yellow key card is used. Now I just have to figure out how to get back there. Which, like, good fucking luck. I think it was kind of this way. Let's see. Down this way. Around. Scotty said shooting guns to see. It's exactly what I'm doing. Oh, thank God. Okay. It was this door. Oh, I got killed! Fuck. Yeah, I'm 100% shooting the guns to see. Is that the exit? Die, motherfuckers. Oh my god. Holy shit. I was shooting the guns to see when my accuracy is hopeless. I mean, it's kind of like a little flashlight, right? Okay, let me zoom out. There we go. Okay. It's funny too because it's like, for as much as I like, there's these things about this game that like drive me fucking crazy. I still love it so much. Like, just the vibe of it, it makes it worth it for me. I've been complaining about the same things for 30 years, and then I've just been playing it still for 30 years. I've also, the other thing that I've been doing for 30 years is using the exact same fucking character. There's like a roster of like 6 characters, and I only ever use this guy. I think I've tried all the characters like maybe like twice, and that was like enough for me. I'm like, nope, I like this guy. It's because he has the twin guns. His guns are just cooler. Because, again, as you can see, like, it's super dark, and yes, clearly I use the gun for a flashlight. And he has like the muzzle flash, and like some of the other characters, their guns are, you know, different, so it doesn't, you don't really get that same benefit. And you can't be as, this guy kind of just like sprays bullets everywhere. Like some of the other characters have like lasers and shit, so you have to be more precise. I am kind of curious about Reloaded if it's gonna be as like dark and murky, because I feel like I've only ever played like maybe like the first couple levels, and I remember that at least the first level is like outside, like in the desert or something, so it's like it's not dark at all. But I wonder if it's like a brighter game in general. Because I think from like screenshots and stuff that I've seen, it kind of seems that way. I do also remember it being harder. I remember like dying really rapidly and a lot like on the first level. Man, these zombies. If only I could find a red door. Ooh, green key card. All right. We got 2 key cards. Not bad. Two colored key cards and no colored doors anywhere in sight. Jesus. I'm definitely going to try this handheld when I'm done with the stream tonight. I haven't had a chance to pop it into the little handheld thing yet. I'm excited to do that. Like, honestly, I think I brought it up to you guys once that I bought like a Capcom Evercade handheld, but I don't really like the color. It's like blue. So then I bought another Atari one, which is like red and black, and then I just switched the insides out. So I put the board for the Capcom one inside the Atari one, and that one, like, I mostly just play Street Fighter on it because it has a Street Fighter 2. So I just play that on there for the most part. but I could imagine myself popping loaded in there and just like leaving it in there, and then like just that would just be like my Street Fighter and loaded portable machine. So since I'm getting an extra copy of this anyway, I think I'm gonna keep one in there, and then I'm gonna keep the other one in my arcade machine so I could play it with the arcade controls because it's super cool. Oh hell yeah, yellow key. All right. I feel like I'm just kind of randomly lucking out here because I don't know where I'm going. As usual. Let's go down this way. Nothing. Okay. Goddamn rat. Just on my ass. You know what I think would also be helpful with the map, now that I'm thinking about it, is if it, you know how some maps, like in video games, like if you've already been to an area, like it sort of like changes the color of the map. I feel like that would be helpful because the map just, I feel like it always just kind of stays the same color, right? Like it doesn't like differentiate like the areas that you've already been to. At least not that I can tell. Like I can't remember if I've already been down here or not. That's how I end up like just fucking going in fucking crazy circles. Shit. Maybe I have been this way. Fuck! Died. Damn it, I think I have been this way already. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Definitely a nicer experience though playing with the stick. Where I said some areas are darker, but the color scheme stays the same, plus those rats need to be purged. I know, the fucking rats, man. It's the worst. What's up here? Is this where I started? Oh, there's a blue door that I... Okay, so I need a blue key. Fuck. Oh! Health. I will take the health for sure. Like, look at this when I stop moving. It's literally pitch black. You can't see anything. It looks like I'm just standing in nothing. That's insane. You do have to use it as a flashlight. That's crazy. Ugh, there's nothing in here. God damn it. Okay, so I need a blue key to go in there. Ah! Okay, I haven't been here for sure. Oh shit, what's up here? Another blue door. Okay, blue door. That feels like an exit. That is the exit. That's the exit. Okay. So I need the blue key, and then that's where the exit is. Shit! Ah. Now it's just a matter of remembering that that's where the exit is. Oh my god. Oh, I got the blue key. Okay, cool. We're out of here then. We're good. Fuck off. Oh, it's not the exit. It was just an item. No! I thought it was the exit. Let me out. Okay, let's go back to where the other blue doors were. Which I think is this way. I hope. I'm just kind of following the map. And like half looking at the screen. Okay, there we go. Blue door. Alright. Hell yeah. Did it. Alright, it gets a little easier from here as far as like... I think, as far as being able to like tell where I'm going. Until we get to that outside level where I'm going to get lost. Steal car and escape. Okay. So yeah, so it's this level, and then, which is kind of like the boss level, and then we'll be back to that outside. Shit. Prison break. Get wrecked. Oh shit. Oh, I died. Damn it. Okay, here we go. I can't remember if I actually have to kill this guy or not. I guess I do. Get wrecked. All right, cool. All right, now it's time for my infamous... Yep, this is it. We'll see if using the map is going to help at all. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't use it last time. At least I don't think I did. If I did use the map, that makes it even worse. Or I guess if I use the map tonight, and I still get lost, it's going to be really bad. But I should have more continues this time. Like if I don't die a bunch here, hopefully we can do better. Okay, let's pull up the map. Yeah, it's just as dark as I remember. Okay. That's cool that we still got the song. Yeah, that... if anybody is interested in getting this for Evercade, like, this level right here should sell you on, you know, it's the complete package. Like, I'm actually really surprised that they were able to use the music, because for a lot of games that use licensed music, like, that's why they don't ever re-release them, because, or if they do re-release them, they release them without the music, because, you know, very rarely are they able to get the same licensing. So it's really cool that they pulled that off, because these songs are like such a part of this game. Like, if this song wasn't in this game, it would literally, like, for me, it would be the same as, like, you know, Mario Brothers not having, like, the Mario Brothers theme or something. Or, like, Final Fantasy not having that prologue song on the save screen. Oh my god. Fuck off. Okay, I got one of those things. I forgot, that's the thing, right? We're trying to find parts for the car. I think that was the first one. Just gotta make sure I keep my flashlight on. Jesus Christ. What's fucked up too is, like, you do have to keep firing your guns to, like, see, but then, like, to make matters worse, like, you actually have ammo. So, and the way that the ammo works is, it's like when you run out of, like, ammo, it's like you run out of, like, strong ammo, and then you're left with, like, little pea shooter shitty ammo that doesn't really do much damage. Oh, I fucking died. Damn it. Oh, I'm invincible for a little bit. I should take advantage of this. Wait, did I already go down here? I guess not, because there's some health. Okay, there's a part, alright. It's like filling up the bar red down there, so maybe like 2 more pieces. God damn. Man, this guy's really having to, like, fucking go through the shit to break out of prison, man. He had to really work for it. Shit. Ah, get off me. I know there's one up here. There's gotta be. No? Nothing in this corner? Well, that's kind of bullshit. Okay. There we go, there's a part. Okay, so one more part. And then I feel like this is where I got fucked up last time. It was like, I did this whole area and then I got lost. So I just got to find one more part. I'm going to assume it's not even in this area. It's probably back more like where I was. Check this corner here. Okay, nothing. Let's go down here. Fuck. This seems maybe new. Ah. I'm just assuming it's like a new area because there's so many enemies, but I don't really know. Kind of hoping for the best. Although now it's looking kind of familiar. Shit, did I already come down here? Fuck. I kind of, now that I'm doing it, I do kind of vaguely remember using the map last time. Which is probably not a good sign. That means I'm gonna have just as much trouble, probably. But I'm gonna do my best to not make this fucking half an hour. Okay, we just need one more fucking piece. And then just get back to the... God, I died again. Damn it, I used to continue. Fuck. Not good. See, and this is what fucked me last time, too. It's like I spent so much time on this level and I died so much that, like... Oh my god. This might be my least favorite level in a video game ever. It's like... This level is my nemesis. And it sucks because it has like the coolest song. Okay, there's the car. Alright. Okay, where have I not been? Being able to add markers on the map would be cool too. Also being able to make the map bigger would be also helpful. Shit, I kind of forgot because that goes back to the car. Okay. Let's try up and to the right, maybe. I may have gone this way, but I need to make sure. Okay, I did go this way. All right. Okay, so let's go down this way. Oof, left or right? I guess I'll go left first. Is this area new? It sucks because like I'm looking at the map, but then it's like I also gotta look for that stupid part too. Okay, let me go back up this way, and then instead of coming down to the left, I'll go to the right. There's like a branching path up here. I'm stuck on the wall. So this is where the branching path was, so I'll go down this way. Okay, there's a health, so maybe I haven't been over here. Yeah, okay, clearly I haven't been here. I see no part though. I'm not gonna lie, this actually seems like even darker than it did. This stage seems even darker than it did last time. I can't see shit. Oh, is that it? No, that was something else. Yeah. Okay. Get out of here. Ugh. Really? No part? Damn. So this whole area, that was a waste. Alright. So I do have to go down this way. So I'll just keep following this, I guess. Go all the way around. That's just hilarious that it's like, this is exactly what happened last time. It's like there's one part left and I can't find it. I'm dead again. Fuck! All this dying is not good. This does not help my chances of beating this tonight. You know they put the cool song on this stage because they're like, if we don't give them a cool song, like they're gonna give up on this level. They're gonna stop playing. All right, let's go up here. Oh, health. I mean, I'll take it, but it's not the fucking key card. God damn these branching paths, man. God, that's not the part either. God damn it. Oh my god. This is fucking insane. There it is. Got it. Okay. Got it. Alright, so it's not going to be 30 minutes on this stage this time. Hell yeah. Get the fuck out of here. If I can remember how to get out of here. I think I remember how to get out of here. Holy shit, I did it way faster this time. Well, I guess I shouldn't speak too soon. I still gotta find my way back to the stupid car thing. Spaceship, whatever. I don't know how many continues I have left. I have 5 lives. If I have like maybe 2 continues left, like maybe I'll actually be able to do this. Oh, this is not the car. God damn it. Clearly lost again. Oh wait, maybe this way. I'm not even looking at the screen that I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm just looking at the fucking the map. Oh wait, it's this way. It's not this way. Let me go down here. Man, whoever fucking designed this stage, I need to meet them and tell them to go fuck themselves. Yes. Finally. All right. I wasn't timing it, but that definitely was not like 30 minutes like the last time. There's no way that that was 30 minutes. Maybe 15? Maybe? I don't know. What's up, Showed? Welcome to Loaded for the 3rd time. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to, just for me, I'm going to save. So I can have like a decent save spot after that level. Wait, how do I... There we go. Save. Boom. All right. Let's see if we can get through this shit. Chode said, loaded thrice? Yep. I was gonna do I was also gonna do Reloaded tonight if I could get through this one, either beat it or die in a, you know, timely fashion, but it looks like I'm gonna end up going the full 2 hours like I usually do, so I'll probably have to do a separate Reloaded stream, but maybe I'll just do Reloaded next week. Which I really do think that that one should be fun because I've never played it before, so it'll be kind of like, even though it's a retro game, it'll be a fresh playthrough for me. Alright, I got the red key card now. You know what I think I'm realizing? I like games where the goal is just to find colored key cards and like leave the level. Because this is one of my favorite games. Doom is one of my favorite games, like original PC, you know, Doom 1 and 2. And Wizards and Warriors is one of my favorite games. And all three of those games, you're just looking for colored keys and finding the exit to the level. Whatever genre that is, that's my favorite genre of video game. And it's funny because Loaded and Doom and Wizards and Warriors are really like, they're all three different types of games, but they just have that same sort of gameplay loop, I guess. I think if I were to make my own game, that would be the style of game it would be. Find a colored key, find the 3 or 4 colored keys, and then find the exit. Shod said, yeah, I haven't played this, but it looks familiar. Yeah, Loaded is great, man. This is the Evercade version. It just came out for Evercade, so... and honestly, like, outside of emulation, this is probably the cheapest way to play this game, because if you don't already have it for Saturn or PlayStation, it's kind of getting pricey nowadays. So, you know, thanks to Evercade for keeping these games alive, because they're getting expensive. But this is only like, I think it's, well, they used to be $19.99, but I think they recently had to raise their prices a little bit, so they're like $29.99. But it's not bad, you know, $30 and you get 4 games on this cart, so it's a pretty good deal. You get Loaded and Reloaded, and then like a cool like little racing game, and then they put Hogs of War on here, which I've heard a lot about Hogs of War. I've actually never played it. I want to play it first before I try and stream it, but it's kind of like a turn-based sort of like a war game, but like you're pigs instead of real people. So so I definitely want to check that out at some point. But yeah, Evercade definitely keeping these old games alive, which is really cool. So go support them if you've never played Evercade. It's really cool. Oh shit! Epic Mike raid? What's up? What's up, Epic Mike and people? Thanks for joining. Hell yeah. Welcome to Loaded stream. But yeah, like I was saying, it's definitely the cheapest way to play this game. Because you could pick up one of those, like, those little Evercade handhelds for, like, I think they're like $50-$60, and then you can use all the cartridges on them. So it's pretty cool. Damn it. Tom said Ultimate Pew Pew Gaming. Yeah. This game is great. You guys got here right after the boring part. There's a stage right before this where I just get completely lost on it for like 20 minutes at a time. I'm a little bit lost right now. Ugh, stuck in the corner. Okay, I have the red key card. I just gotta find the red fucking door somewhere. I feel like the map is not helping me. I think the map might actually be making it worse. Alright, what's in here? Nothing. Tom said first time seeing this game, looks like that mini map is very needed. Yeah, it's needed, but it's not it's not very helpful. It's a little helpful, I guess, when you're like in inside buildings, but I was just saying like it could use a couple things, like telling you what colored doors are there would be helpful. Being able to make it bigger would be helpful. But this game has like one of the best like soundtracks of like a game from this era, and just like the vibe is really cool. It's like you'll never play anything like Loaded. It's very distinct. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's see. Go green key card, all right. Oh, okay, so that's the red gate. Okay, got it. They did the doors different on this stage. So yeah, basically the whole point is just find the colored key cards that go to the colored doors and find the exit. And stay alive. That's a blue door. Another blue door. Oh, shit. Let's go down here. All blue doors. Shit. Blue, blue, blue. Also blue. Also blue. Am I in the fucking blue section? Like, what the hell? Fuck. Yeah, that's like my main thing with this game, is that like I'm just constantly lost. I was saying earlier, for anybody who's just joining, I was talking about this earlier. I've been playing this game for 30 years. Like, I got it when it like first came out. And in all my 30 years of playing it, I still have never memorized any of the maps. So I'm like constantly lost. You would think I would figure it out after 30 years, but no. I think it's because it's like, when I play this game, like, it's just sort of like a comfort game. So like, for the most part, like when I play it, like, if I'm not streaming, I'm just dicking around and I'm not really like trying to beat it. It's just one of those like blow off some Steam games. It doesn't help that all the stages are super like dark and murky. Alright, what's down here? Okay, I got the blue key. Hell yeah. Now I just gotta find my way back to the blue area. Which, good luck. What's up, Gabe? Welcome to Loaded Stream. Alright. Damn it. Liberturd said, I barely know the layout of my house, but that's more of a me thing. You just have a big fucking house. I hope your house is big, if you don't know the layout. Okay, here's the endless blue door area, and there's a yellow key card. Okay. So I'm assuming if that's the last key that I need to find like a yellow door, and that might be the way out. I hope. But yeah, once we get to this part of the game, like, I become less familiar with the layout of the stages. Like, I know the first couple of levels pretty well, but then, like, as the game goes on, my memory gets more foggy. I guess there's nothing else in these blue houses. Shit. Oh, fuck. I already go in here? Oh, there's nothing but bad guys in there. Just gonna leave. There's like this center area that I need to get over to if I can figure it out. Ooh, health. Give me that. Give me that health. Alright. Nah, I'm just dumb. That's why you can't, you don't know the layout of your house. I feel you. I'm pretty dumb sometimes. Myself. Alright, here we go. Can I get in here? Is this the way out? Oh my god! Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Alright. If I remember correctly, like, the next stage is, like, we're gonna go back to being, like, inside, which is kind of like... That's the more natural state of this game. That's where, like, most of the stages look like what's coming next. Yeah, Spaceport level 1. Okay. Yeah. So this next level is basically what the game looks like all the time. Showed said soundtrack reminds me of Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball. Yeah, that one track. This song right here, actually, this track is like my favorite one. This is the song that plays on the very first level of the game. This is the song. You know, and like a lot of video games, like, I've played the first level for this game more than I've played any of the levels, so this song is very, like, nostalgic for me. And this CD, the disc itself, like, if you have it for PlayStation, you can take the disc and put it in a CD player and it'll play the soundtrack. You just don't play the first track. If you start on track 2, it'll play the entire soundtrack, which is really cool. Like, a lot of PlayStation games actually worked that way back in the day. You could stick them in a CD player and it would play the music. So I used to actually take my loaded disc for PlayStation 1. I would take it with me in the car and, like, listen to the soundtrack because it was that good. Tom Cooper said, oh, I think I've seen some video reviews of these levels sort of clicking now. Nice. Yeah, it's a really great game. I would almost say it was kind of like a sleeper hit when it first came out, because, like, it was kind of hyped. I remember it being, like, in video game magazines a lot because it was hyper violent, and it was like 1995 going into like 96, and, like, you know, that was still when, like, the whole, like, violence in video games was still, like, a really controversial hot topic. So it was in a lot of magazines. It made a lot of magazine covers, and that was always something that people talked about. It was like, oh, it's like, it's really hyper violent. So I think a lot of people bought it just based on that. I know that's kind of like honestly why I bought it, because I was like, holy shit, this looks gory as fuck. Like, it kind of like, I remember just from seeing like screenshots and magazines and everything, it sort of felt like, oh, this kind of looks like a top-down like Doom in a way. And I remember that's how I would describe it to my friends back in the 90s. I was like, yeah, it's kind of like Doom, but like top-down. And I mean, it was like one of the goriest games at the time. I mean, the only other thing that really rivaled it was like Doom and Mortal Kombat, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely worth picking up if you like these kind of games. Like if you like twin stick shooters or just top-down shooters, like it's definitely one you should play. Tom said, way back when in the 90s, I remember StarCraft Brood Wars cinematics scaring me as a kid. This might be early 2000s though. Yeah, the first game that actually ever like scared me as a kid was Doom. And I probably played it like way too young, because I actually got the shareware in '93, like from a computer store called I think it was called Egghead Software or something like that. My dad went in to go pick up like a sound card for his computer, and they had like this little kiosk or whatever, or something, like a little setup at the front cash register, and it had the Doom shareware. And it, you know, it said it was free, and I was like, is this really free? And they're like, yeah, it's free. It's like a kind of like a demo of the game. And I asked my dad if I could get it, and he was like, yeah, whatever. And I don't think he really knew like what it was gonna be. And then yeah, like he helped me install it and everything, and I was like, oh my god, like I forget how old I was. In 1993 I would have been like 12 or something, like 11 or 12, something like that. And yeah, it just like it blew my fucking mind. And I used to play it with headphones on, and I would turn the music off and just play it with just the sound effects, but with headphones on. And that is like, that's an experience. If you've ever played Doom without the music and just the sound effects, it's super creepy, because you just hear like in the background, you hear like the monsters and demons just like growling and hissing and shit in the background. It's super creepy. I always tell people that they should try playing it like that sometime. But yeah, it used to scare the shit out of me. And then I ended up doing that too, like later on with Quake. I would play it with headphones on. But then to make by the time Quake came out, it was like 96 or 97, whatever. So I was already like a teenager, and like at that point I had moved on to like, not only would I play with headphones on, but then I would just play in the dark to try and creep myself out. Those are probably my two most played PC games, is the original Doom and Doom 2, and then Quake. Oh, and Quake 3 Arena. I played that a bunch too. Like, a lot. Tom said PS1 port of Doom, I heard, is creepy. Yeah, the PS1 port of Doom is creepy, and what's interesting is that it has a different soundtrack. They got a different guy to do the soundtrack, which normally, you know, that could be like a point of contention and be like, oh, that's kind of shitty, why did they do that? But he made it creepier by what he did with the soundtrack. I can't remember the guy's name, but what he did with the soundtrack was way creepier, because like Doom kind of has like more of like a rockin' soundtrack originally, but the stuff that he did for PS1 was like more ambient and kind of just moody and shit. And And I'm pretty positive that he's also the guy who did the Nintendo 64 version of Doom 64. You know, which was kind of like a different game. And yeah, I think he did the soundtrack for that too, and it was also very, very creepy and moody. That's another one that I always tell people that they should play if they've never played it, is Doom 64, especially now that it's readily available. Like, you can play it on anything, on, you know, console, PC, whatever. I highly recommend playing that game. It's fucking really cool. And I think, you know, if you didn't have an N64 back in the day, you know, you missed out on it. Like, now's the time to catch up and play it, because it's cool. It kind of feels like Doom 64 to me, like, almost feels more like, it feels more like Doom 3 than Doom 3 did. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like a sequel. Tom said original OSTs are a cool idea, sort of risky though. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely took a risk, especially because the music for Doom is so iconic. It was a huge risk to change the music, but, you know, it worked out. I think it was smart for the guy to go creepy with it and, like, not try to do you know, like an approximation or anything, you know what I mean? Like, he really did his own thing. So it worked. I think that's why it worked out. Oh, fuck. There we go. Whoever did this soundtrack, the guy that did this soundtrack, knocked it out of the park too. And I miss video game music like this, because everything was so, like, they had such great hooks, because it had to be, because, you know, you were gonna hear the same fucking loop over and over and over again, right? Like, so it's like you had to write, like, a really great hook. And, like, I feel like nowadays, like, you know, video games, like, for the most part, like, those soundtracks, it's just like a, you know, and it's mostly for, like, these big AAA games, but it just sounds like Marvel movie music, you know what I mean? It's, like, very bland, and like everybody tries to do, like, those, like, sort of, like, cinematic sounding soundtracks, and it's like, but nothing is memorable, you know what I mean? Like, I miss the days when, like, you know, it was like they were actually, like, it's like they were writing songs, you know what I mean? Like, they would actually make hooks and everything. I mean, why do you think, like, so many people remember, like, all these, like, retro video game songs? You know, they fucking stick in your head and shit. Alright. Got the red key. Oh, no, wait, I got blue key. Is that what I got? I wasn't paying attention. I think it was a blue key. No, maybe it was a green key. I'm seeing it. Oh, shit! Quadruple A gaming, yeah. I forgot. Quadruple A gaming. What a joke. 4 times the fucking boringness and shittiness. Quadruple A gaming. Liberturd said it's amazing the kind of music they could get out of hardware they were working with. Oh yeah, dude. Especially when you get into, like, 8-bit, like 16-bit, it got a little bit easier, but back in the, like, 8-bit days, I mean, they were, like, literally, like, programming it. Like, it was like ones and zeros and shit. And it's like, I can't even wrap my brain, like, I'm a musician, and I can't even wrap my brain around, like, how they were doing it. Like, I've read articles and stuff from some of the people that did it, but it's like, I can't, I just don't get it. I'm like not that techie, I guess. But I'm like, yeah, you fucking nerds could rock, man. You fucking eggheads are rocking out. That's why I thought the guy that, maybe one of you guys can help me. I can't remember his name right now. It's escaping me. But the guy that did the Doom 2016 soundtrack, he really like captured the sort of like middle ground between like old school video game soundtracks, but like, you know, doing it with like, you know, real instrumentation and shit. That guy did a really great job. Like that Doom 2016 soundtrack is one of the best. All right, I gotta find a green door somewhere. That's not a green door. Am I back at the beginning? I feel like I'm back at the beginning of the level. Oh boy. I'm getting to the point now where I'm lost. Okay. Yeah, Mick Gordon. Yeah, that's his name, Mick Gordon. That's the guy that did it. That dude fucking knocked it out of the park with that Doom soundtrack, the 2016. And the work that he did, I think he did like most of Doom Eternal. That guy did a great job. And it's like I said, like he, you know, he was able to capture like what a great sort of classic video game score is, but you know, he did it in a, you know, in a modern way with like, you know, using real instruments and shit. And, but it's so memorable. You know, and that was something too that like the Doom soundtrack like had to work. It was like an important key. And I've heard, I haven't played the newest Doom, but I've heard some people say that the soundtrack isn't as good as the Mick Gordon stuff, that it's a little on the meh side. I mean, kind of everything I've seen from it just kind of seems like it's a little on the meh side, personally, but I don't know. I'll try it at some point, I guess. But I don't feel like a need to run out and play it, really. My biggest thing was just like, oh, there it goes. Is this the exit? Oh, no, it's just a warp. Okay. Oh, shit, there's 4 warps. Well, this makes things complicated. Let's try this one. Oh, that one doesn't work? Okay. This one works. But yeah, part of the reason I didn't even play it was because there's no game on the fucking disc. So it's like, I'm somebody that buys physical games, so it's like if there's no game on the disc, I'm not gonna buy it. So I'll get it on sale when it's like $9.99 or something. Tom said I heard the new Doom was short and to wait for sale. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely waiting for it to go on sale. I'm not gonna fucking buy a physical game that's not on the disc. That's fucking crazy. Oh, okay, here we go. That's the right warp. There we go. Oh, no, don't go in there. I don't want to go in the warp yet. I need to go down here. Ah, yellow key. Okay, that was the last one I needed, I think. I think there was a yellow door I couldn't get into back there. Okay. So maybe now I go on this? Oh, shit. Is it this one? This one. I don't remember. No, it's not that one. Oh, wait, is it? Am I back where I was? I get so fucking lost on these stages, man. Okay, let me go back now. Tom said, oh, right there, that was that no game on disc controversy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really get a whole lot of views on my videos, but I talked about it once on a stream, and like I had clipped a section out where I was talking about that, and that was like my most viewed little clip that I ever did. What was funny was the people that got mad at me about it. It's like, dude, don't get mad at me that they didn't put the fucking game on the disc. Like they got mad at me because like they expect me to still buy it. Like, it's like, why would I pay for it? Like, why would I buy that? Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna pay almost $80 for a piece of fucking plastic that doesn't have anything on it. Why would I do that? Like, that's fucking highway robbery. Oh no, boss. Get wrecked. All right. Hell yeah, brother. We did it. That show said so dark. Oh, dude, you don't know dark. You didn't see the fucking the sewer level, dude. There was you can go back on the stream and check it out. Like, all you would have to do is like drag the bar and watch the screen until you see pitch black. Because I stood there for a minute. Like, literally, if I just stood there and I wasn't shooting, the screen was completely black. I couldn't see a goddamn thing. It was fucking crazy. Oh my god, I got loaded. 100% body count. Hell yeah, brother. All right. Level 9, spaceport. Level 2, find entrance to docking bay. All right, normally I just go for 2 hours, but since I got people in here, I'll keep going. I'll just keep going until I get game over, which might not be long. I don't think I have... I think I might have one more continue after this, we'll see. But I'm getting near the end. There's a possibility I could beat this. I'm gonna try my hardest. This is my 3rd time streaming this game. I have never beat it on stream. I beat it in my personal time, but I've never beat it on a stream. So the first time I streamed it, I did the Sega Saturn version, and then I did the PlayStation version. And then now I'm doing the Evercade one. Yeah, look how dark this is, dude. Like, you can't see shit. You can kind of see the checkered floor a little bit, but you literally have to keep shooting to like use your gun as a flashlight. It's crazy. So yeah, it's no surprise I get so fucking lost on these stages. Liberturd said, if you're willing to pay for empty plastic, I got a hell of a bridge to sell you. Yeah. Yeah, I want to meet the person that actually bought Doom physically. Or the people, rather, because I mean, I checked on Amazon when it first came out, and it did sell out like on like PlayStation 5 and shit, so people did buy it. But then again, I don't know if, you know, maybe people pre-ordered it and, you know, they didn't know. But again, it's like, that's why you don't pre-order games like that. Because they fucking do shit like that. But yeah, it's fucking, it's crazy. It's like the whole thing with like Nintendo now doing that shit with the key card bullshit. It's like your little disc or your little cartridge doesn't even have the game on it. It's just a key. It's fucking crazy. Like, the more time that goes on with like video games and like just the way these corporations are running things, I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, what are we even doing anymore? Like, that's why I like Evercade. I think Evercade's really cool because you know, they're doing shit like this where they're putting out, you know, these sort of like, you know, sleeper hit kind of games or cult classic games, and, you know, games that, you know, aren't readily available anymore, and they're making them available on modern hardware. So, you know, it's pretty cool. Liberturd said became first-person Daredevil game for a second. Yeah, I didn't like Doom Eternal at all. The platforming shit really bothered me a lot. Like, I was like, this is not Doom. I didn't like the platforming, and then I didn't like the sort of direction that it took with the story, where it got a little more like less horror and like more like kind of sci-fi fantasy. Like, I didn't like that shit really. It was like not my thing. I love Doom 2016, but Eternal kind of lost me a little bit. And then, yeah, the new one, I'm just like not really feeling it. Gabe said, I see your streams are getting more audience. You're going to start streaming every day. No, dude, I can't stream every day. I'm just going to keep doing it Mondays, which, by the way, for everybody that's in here, I stream every Monday at 7:30 Pacific. So that's my schedule. But I do, you know, I put clips up and everything. So if you subscribe, there's a bunch of content. I mean, if it's my band channel too, so if you do decide to subscribe, which I hope you do, you also get, like, you know, you can listen to all my band's music on here, like our music videos and all our records are on here and stuff too. Ethan Hill said, I got a physical copy of Doom: The Dark Ages. I didn't know it was a keycard thing. Same with Indiana Jones for PS5. Oh shit, that sucks. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured, was that a lot of people probably pre-ordered it and had no idea until it came out, because I feel like that news didn't leak until like maybe like a week or two before the game actually came out. So, I mean, I was planning on getting it just because I was like, whatever, it's Doom, you know? But as soon as I saw that, I was like, there's no fucking way. Oh my god, I can't see anything. Get the fuck out of here. Gabe said, what's your band channel? This is my band channel. I stream video games from my band's channel. Like, this is the band channel. I don't have like a separate gaming channel, so yeah, so like all my band's music is here on this. And obviously, like, you know, Spotify and Apple Music and blah blah blah. Like, my band is literally like everywhere that you can stream music. So I'm feeling lost on this stage. Shod said there's also Doomed Operator. Yeah, Doomed Operator is my side project, my other band. Tom Cooper said, I misunderstood that as a band channel. Oh, like band? Like I got banned? No, my rock and roll band. Yeah, thanks fucking Epic Mike, dude, for getting people over here. I appreciate it. I kind of forgot that was like a thing that people could do, that whole raid thing, so I don't know if Mike is still in here, but that's really nice of you, dude. I really appreciate it. I've been trying really hard to grow this channel. And it's been slow going. God damn, I'm so fucking lost. Okay, let me try what's up here. This fucking map too, like Jesus. Oh wait, I was already up here, wasn't I? God damn it. Shit. Actually, somehow, I just noticed I don't have like any, I don't have any key cards either. I wonder if randomly like this stage doesn't have key card. Well, no, because I clearly need to get into that door and it looks like it's yellow. There's dudes down there. There's probably like one like turn that I'm missing or something. There's people down there. I can't. Okay, I need a blue key card to get in there. Okay, I just need to find key cards because you know what probably happened? I bet I probably shot somebody and they dropped a key and then like I didn't see like where the key dropped, I bet, and it's on the ground somewhere. Come on. Does this connect on them? No, it doesn't connect. I feel like this is what fucked me up last time, is I got lost in here. Oh wait, there's somebody up there. How do I get up there? Is this just a dead end? Oh wait. No. This is that area where like I couldn't see anything. Okay, so this is a dead end. What's this way? Did I go this way? Ah. Wait. God, I can't see anything. Oh, here we go. Okay. I got a green key card. Okay, so that helps. Okay. That's something. I can't even remember if I saw a fucking green door or not. I feel like I just saw blue and yellow. I gotta find my way out of here now. There we go. It's so dark. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay, so green door. What's this? Already been in there. It's blue. Already been in here. I love how they have like an actual like, oh, there's a green door. How they have a thing for accuracy when it's like you literally have to keep shooting to even be able to fucking see anything. So it's like, I don't know how you're supposed to be like accurate at all in this fucking game. It's like the stupidest stat. Oh, I just got wasted. You're expected to be accurate in a game where your gun is essentially a flashlight. Stupid. Oh, I missed a bunch of chat. Hold on, let me kill these guys, and then I'll read some of the chat. Oh, I got the red key card too. Cool. What kind of rock bands are you into? I'm into like a lot of shit, but mostly what my band is, like grunge. So my band is is a grunge band, basically like 90s throwback, like Nirvana, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, like that kind of stuff. So those are like typically like my favorite kind of bands. I like a lot of metal too. Everything from like black metal to like bands like Metallica. But grunge mostly. My favorite band is the Smashing Pumpkins, if that's any indication of the kind of music I like. And that's kind of like what the band sounds like. And then Gabe said I grew up on the classics. Yeah, I love a lot of classic rock too. Most of it, you know, Black Sabbath too, like, whatever. Everything classic I like. Something replacing band with band. Come back to me, I'll think of something. Elastic Band. Tom Cooper said, I know I'll be keeping old hardware for game preservation's sake. Yeah, I sold stuff along the way over the years, but I've also rebought everything, so I have everything that I want now. Maybe I should buy a few extra 3DS, 2DS handhelds while they're still around. Yeah, I don't have. I bought my kid a DS and a Game Boy Advance, but I actually don't have any handhelds myself. Um, yeah, definitely get stuff while you can now because it's getting like more and more expensive. Like every year, like once the pandemic hit, the pandemic really like sent prices to like a crazy place. And it's been getting worse like every year that goes by. It just gets more and more expensive. Like some of this stuff, it's like I wouldn't pay the prices that they're asking for shit. Like it's offensive. Like the prices some of these people ask for things like on eBay and shit. It's just like, oh my god. Like I talked about this before recently on a stream. There was this game, and I was gonna stream it too. There's this game called Piglet's Big Adventure or Movie Adventure or something like that. And I guess like it went viral because people were like, "Oh, it's like baby's first horror game." Basically, it's like a hidden horror gem, and people were talking about it, and there was kind of a buzz about it. So I was like, "Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll pick it up and I'll stream it on my channel, and maybe I'll get some new viewers and stuff or whatever." So I found it on eBay for $60, and then literally like the next day, all the other copies that I had seen were sold out, and it wasn't on eBay. And then a day after that, it was like relisted by a bunch of people, and people were selling it for like $300. So it was just like, what the hell? Like, people are crazy, man. And what was even crazier was not only were people selling it for like $300, but it was actually selling. Like, people were paying that price for it. So I was just like, wow, like these fucking retro gaming prices are like out of fucking control. And then the fucked up part of the story is that like I paid $60 for it, and then like I said, all that stuff happened with the prices, and it started getting really expensive, and then mine conveniently got lost in the mail and it didn't ship to me. So I think what happened was, I think the guy sold it to me, and then he saw that all the prices started going up on it, and he was like, fuck, I shouldn't have sold it for $60, and then he like kind of canceled my order. So that fucking sucked. But yeah, these retro game prices are insane. Like, there's not a single game in the world that I would pay that kind of money for. I can't think of one. There's games that like I really love, but like I would not pay $300 for a fucking video game, and especially not when you can emulate it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just crazy. And like, even if I had the money, if I was like super rich, like if I was like a fucking millionaire and I had money to waste, like I just like, it's like the principle of it. Like I couldn't bring myself to like pay that much money for something like that. That's like clearly just price gouging. You know what I mean? Like I brought up an example the other day. What game was it? I wish I could remember the game, but like, even like a game like, you could look at like Twilight Princess, right? For GameCube. Twilight Princess is a good example. That game is like always over $100. And it's kind of crazy because it's like, that game was mass produced. You know what I mean? Like, that game shouldn't be that much. Oh, Contra, that was the game. Contra is a game that like often goes for like $60 or more, like on eBay. And that game was like mass produced. There's so many copies of Contra floating around the internet. It does not need to be that expensive. It's fucking crazy. So yeah, there's serious price gouging going on. Tom said true, vintage stuff upped in price in general. Yeah. Ethan Hill said somehow Dev snuck Silent Hill into a Piglet game. Yeah, basically. I saw some footage of it. It does kind of look like baby's first like horror game. It's pretty funny. Like, it would have been fun to stream if the guy hadn't canceled my fucking order. I think it would have been pretty funny. Tom Cooper said, I love Twilight Princess. I will never buy a physical at this point, though. Yeah. I know. You know, and then there's things, too, like I missed out on the Wii U. And I actually, like, I would love to play it, but it's like, that's something else that's, like, it's so fucking expensive that it's like, I don't know that I'll ever get a Wii U, because it's like, I won't pay the money that people are asking for the Wii U. I think if you want to get like a brand new like Wii U, you're basically like paying the same price you would pay for like a PlayStation 5 or something. It's pretty fucking crazy. Oh fuck, I got wasted. Damn it. Ooh, is that going to be the exit or is that just a warp? The fucking, the difficulty definitely ramped up on this stage. The stage is very long and it's getting hard. Alright. Oh, blue key. Okay. That's good. Liberturd said, honey, we can't afford food this month. On the bright side, at least we have Piglet's Adventure. We have entertainment. Tom Cooper said, I got a Wii U on eBay right before 2020 hit off. Oh, nice. So perfect timing. Yeah, it seems like the Wii U, like, I know it wasn't, like, successful, but, like, it does seem like it was a pretty, like, fun idea. Like, you know, maybe not the best idea, but, like, just as a video game fan, like, I would like to have one just to dick around with and kind of, like, I don't know, it seems fun, like. It just feels like it's one of the pieces of video game history I missed out on. I didn't get to experience it all. And I never even knew anyone that had one, so I never even like got to play like one that a friend had or anything like that. Okay, so I gotta find a blue door now. I'm guessing that blue door is gonna be the way out of here. Okay, so clearly not this way. Tom said great for modding and playing Nintendo games on official hardware. Oh, nice. I have so many things modded now. My favorite thing that I have modded is I modded my and it's just like a soft mod too. It's not even like a crazy thing to do, but I have the NES and the SNES Mini, and I have those modded so you can like put ROMs on there. And then, you know, you can play with like an actual like Super Nintendo or Nintendo controller, which is really cool. And I actually lucked out on those Nintendo mini consoles because I didn't get them when they first came out, and then that was actually something else that people were reselling for like a bunch of money. But at a certain point, Nintendo had them on their website. They were selling refurbished ones. And the refurbished ones from Nintendo, I mean, it's basically like you were getting it like new. It was really cool. So I was able to get both of them for like 120 bucks, which is a really good deal. All right, I gotta find this blue door. Let's see. I'm trying to use the map as best I can. That's yellow. Let me just go back down this way and see. Maybe I missed something down here. Did I go in here? I guess I did. Okay, and then this is where I got the blue key, I think. Let's try this again. Oh, maybe this is where I got the blue key. It's up here. Oh, and then this was just... Okay, this teleports me back. Shit. Alright, well, I guess I'll go up here. Blue door, where are you? It's down this way. Oh, there we go. Blue door. Hell yeah. All right. We gotta be close to the end here. Is it this? No. That's not it. Hopefully there was nothing that... Oh shit! This guy. Okay. I gotta avoid him until he lands. When he lands on the ground, then I can start shooting him. There we go. Alright, he took off. This should lead to the exit, I hope. Hell yeah, brother. Alright. Maybe the next stage is actually the last stage. We'll find out. Tom said frame delay on the NSO's emulation is just a no-go for me. Wow, never thought of going the refurbished route for the minis, but that makes sense. Got my Switch OLED refurbished. Yeah, those, I'm telling you, dude, like, you would never know that they were used. They even had that, like, that new Nintendo smell. You know how Nintendo has a smell? You ever notice that Nintendo? Like, remember back in the day when you would open, like, a Super Nintendo or a Nintendo game? They had, like, a smell. It just smelled like Nintendo. Nothing else smelled like it. And it was crazy because those refurbished minis that I got, I swear to God, they had that Nintendo smell. Like, the old school, like, Nintendo smell. Must be the plastic they use or something. Oh wait, let's see. Oh, Libertard said I had a friend with a Wii U. It was fun. He said then again you look past the problems with a console or game you're playing with friends. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it seems like it would be fun to have, like, just to mess around with. Like, I'm sure it's not like, you know, the greatest or anything, but all right, let's see if this is the last stage. How many lives do I have left? I have 3 left. And then I don't know if I have any continues, actually, so... I'm either gonna beat it, or I'm gonna get a fucking game over. I guess we'll see. Libertor said I'm gonna get me a Nintendo air freshener. Dude, I totally would. If they made air freshener that smelled like Nintendo, I would totally buy that shit. Like one of those, like, you know, those Glade plugins? Like, that would be fucking rad. I would totally want to just, like, be in a room all the time that smelled like Nintendo. I'm gonna guess that's, like, endless bad guys coming out of there. I'm gonna leave. Ooh, I want all that shit. How do I get in there? I actually had a song back in the day, it was just a demo that was like knocking around that like I just never got around to actually putting on a record or anything. And a lot of my songs, like when they're just like sort of in the demo phase, I always have like working titles that just are nonsense that don't mean anything. And I had a song that was called "Smells Like Nintendo." And I've still never put it on a record. I never finished it. It's been sitting around for like, God, like 20 years at this point. I feel like I've just never done anything with it. Am I supposed to kill all these guys? I don't remember. I mean, it's giving me a bunch of health. Oh, there's that guy. Get fucking wrecked. All right. We did it. I don't think that's the end of the game, though. Can't be. Can't be the end of the game. Tom said the Super Scope had that new plastic smell. I kind of do remember that as a kid. It ate so many batteries, though. Dude, the Super Scope was awesome. I knew somebody that had the Super Scope. It was fucking rad. That game that came with it, like there was like a pack-in game that came with it. It had this like, I forget what it was called, but there was like a game where you were like shooting like robots or something. You would like shoot rockets at robots or some shit like that. That game was really fun. I remember I got a kick out of that game. Smells Like Nintendo sounds like a mashup of Smells Like Teen Spirit and the Super Mario World theme. Well, considering my band is a grunge band, it's a very grungy song. Holy shit, did we beat it, or is this just a transition to the next level? I can't remember. It's been forever since I've actually beat this game. No. Level 11, Scrapyard. Okay, we're far from beating it. Collect 4 parts of the bomb and destroy the laser fence. Okay. Oh boy, one of these. So yeah, there was a level that I did like this earlier where it's like I got so fucking lost. That's probably gonna happen again. Ah, these fucking dogs. But yeah, if you guys like alternative rock at all, you should definitely check out the band. You'll probably get a kick out of it. And then my other band, Doomed Operator, is like more metal, if you like metal stuff. Holy robots. I should contact Nintendo about making plug-in air fresheners that smell like Nintendo. They're probably like, yeah, we could totally do that, but it's gonna give people cancer. It'll smell just like Nintendo in your office, but it's gonna slowly give you cancer. Also, stop smelling the plastic because that's also gonna give you cancer. Stop sniffing our fucking plastic, you psychopath. Tom said, was that Super Scope game Metal Combat? You know, maybe that's it. Okay, I just grabbed a piece of metal, so now I gotta get 3 more. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe that is what it was called. I just remember there was like a pack-in game that he had that came with it, and like, yeah, it had like a bunch of different types of games on it. Oh my god, I'm just getting wrecked. Oh, wasted. Ah, shit. What's not good is I haven't been paying attention to the map, so like, I'm gonna end up going in circles probably. Liberturd said, I'm gonna head out. Have a good one. Hey, thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. You know, this one, at least on the map, doesn't look as bad as the other outside canyon level. Because the other one was like more like, it was very windy and like it didn't make sense. This one's kind of more, it looks a little more grid based. It's not as bad. God damn. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll be shocked if I actually make it through this one. I might end up, this might be game over for me, but we'll see. Oh shit! Damn it! Oh my god. Can this thing die? Maybe not. Let's see. Oh wait, is that where I came from? Yeah, okay. Go back down here. At least the big chunks of metal that I'm needing to find are bigger on the screen. On that other stage, it was like these little things that I could barely see. Oh my god, these fucking robots. Ah! Damn, dead again. Oh, okay, I have 2 continues left. Crazy amount of enemies. How do you even survive that? Yeah, I know. I've got 2 continues left after this. Or maybe 1 if I just use 1. I've got 1 or 2, I guess we'll see. God damn it. Oh my god. Okay, there's another piece of scrap metal, so now just 2 more. Although the other problem is going to be, like I said, like after I get everything, I'm probably just going to be lost as fuck. I guess we'll see. Okay, nothing in here. Yeah, like Gabe brought up earlier about me streaming every day. Like, I would do it, but like, I have, you know, like a lot of other shit going on that I can't really. Mondays is kind of like the only time I can do it because I'm working on a book right now, so like that's taking up most of my time in the evening, and then I'm also working on my band's next record, which I'm gonna probably start recording. Okay, so this is the exit, so I gotta find those other pieces, and then this is the exit. I'll probably start recording here in the next couple months or so, or at least start pre-production. So, and the whole reason I started streaming too, one of the reasons I started streaming was I don't have a lot of time to play video games anymore, because you know I got a job and I'm married and I'm in a band and you know I'm working on a book. I have a lot of shit going on. And I wasn't playing video games a lot, and so streaming on Mondays basically gives me, you know, 2-3 hours every week that I can, you know, play video games. So that's kind of like why I started doing it. So I'll probably just keep it to Mondays, and then it's, you know, for me it's like it's fun because it's something I look forward to all week. So I'm really like stoked to do it. So like, you know, I think it's more entertaining because it's like I'm happy to be doing it, you know what I mean? Whereas like I feel like if I did it like every day, it would feel like a job and it wouldn't be fun for me. And the whole point was just like I just want to have fun playing video games. So Tom Cooper says book sounds cool. Streaming games takes a lot of scheduling. Yeah. Yeah, I have a book out now. It's a book about Wizards and Warriors. It's called Wizards and Warriors and Me, My Life with Video Games. That was the first one that I wrote. And I kind of did it just to see if I could do it. It kind of started out as like I wanted to do like I got this idea to do like a zine, like an old like punk zine, but like I wanted to do it like about like video games and like metal music and horror movies and just all the shit I like. And so I wrote like the first article, and for whatever reason the first article that I wrote was about Wizards and Warriors and Doom and like my dad and video games and stuff. And once I wrote it, I was like, oh my god, like I could keep going about Wizards and Warriors, and I realized I had like all this shit I wanted to say about Wizards and Warriors. So then it ended up just turning into a whole book. And I was like, you know what, I just want to see if I can actually write a book, and I did it, and I wrote a book. So and I had a lot of fun doing it, and you know, I learned a lot doing it, and I kind of was like, you know what, I think I could do better. So that's when I decided to do the second book, and the second book is going to be about LJN, the notorious video game publisher LJN, who, you know, the Angry Video Game notoriously, you know, has talked about how their games are like the worst fucking games of all time. And like my book is sort of like a little bit of a different take on that, because like yes, there's a lot of like shitty LJN video games. I don't think they're as bad as they're made out to be. I think a lot of it has just become kind of a meme, you know, that like LJN makes shitty games, but like they weren't really like all bad. So, you know, and it's a lot too about like, a big part of the book is about like nostalgia and sort of like, you know, like one man's like shitty game is like another man's like, that was like my favorite game when I was a kid, you know what I mean? And it all just kind of boils down to like your perspective and like sort of like, you know, what you had when you were growing up and stuff. So like for me, like an example, like one of the books games I talk about a lot in the book is Karate Kid, because I had Karate Kid for NES when I was growing up, and it's an LJN game, and it's, you know, a lot of people consider it one of the shittiest games ever, but I actually really like Karate Kid for NES, and I don't think it's actually that bad of a game. And you know, it's sort of actually a testament to like less is more, because that game is actually only like 4 levels long. It's a really short game, but that's like what's kind of great about it, is you can kind of just like pop it in and like, you know, play for a couple hours and walk away, and like that's it. You don't have to like invest a bunch of time into it, which is like something that like modern games are missing. Like, you know, like most modern games expect you to invest like all this time into it, and you know, you'll see people talk about it too, like they'll judge a game based on like how long it is, and it's like, you know, for me it's like, you know, less is more sometimes. Oh man, I gotta find my way back. Tom Cooper said Maximum Carnage, though, still a classic, hard as hell. If that soundtrack has no right to be as good as it is on the SNES version. Yeah, that's something else that I talk about in the book that I actually just learned in research for the book, is that a lot of what people think are LJN games, and actually particularly what a lot of people think are shitty LJN games, aren't actually LJN games. They're just acclaim games using the LJN label, but it's not actually LJN, because after 1990 LJN was sold to Acclaim in 1990. So like basically everything that came out after 1990, after a certain point in 1990, wasn't even an LJN game. It was all just Acclaim shit. So most of the games that people associate with like shitty LJN games were really just Acclaim. So that's another like reason why I'm like, LJN games weren't really as bad as they were cracked up to be, because, or made out to be, because a lot of their earlier games were actually really great. Like A Nightmare on Elm Street is an LJN game that like doesn't get talked about a lot, because I think people kind of maybe they get it confused in their mind with Friday the 13th, because Friday the 13th is considered like a shitty game, right? But Nightmare on Elm Street is actually a fucking fantastic game. It was actually made by Rare. It was one of their kind of earlier games, and it's really, really good, like really good. You know, Jaws is another game that they did that's like a licensed game, and it was like, again, it's like Karate Kid. It was like super short. It was a really, really short game, but it was fun as hell. Like the gameplay loop was like really great. It's not really well explained, like in the instruction manual or anything, so I think that might have been part of like the problem people had with it. But yeah, it's a really great game. Tom said, "Oh, that makes so much sense. Acclaim, huh?" Yeah. And the reason they did it, here's the cool thing in the book that I learned that I think a lot of people are going to be shocked by, is that the whole reason that they bought LJN is because I guess Nintendo had a thing with publishers where they were like, you can only do 5 games a year on Nintendo. So what they did was they bought LJN out so then they could release 10 games a year, because they would do 5 games as Acclaim games and 5 games as LJN games, but it was really just Acclaim. So it was a way to like beat the system and make more money. Which is another reason why probably a lot of the games sucked, because they had that mentality, I think, of just like cranking out as many games as humanly possible. So and you know, and then they had like, because you like a good example is a game like remember like Alien 3 was like a game that came out like on every fucking system. But it was like, you know, wait, can I not leave? Oh, there we go. Okay. So like when it came out on Super Nintendo, it would be like LJN, but then when it came out on Genesis, it would be Flying Edge. But Flying Edge was actually just, that was also Acclaim. So they had all these different labels, but all these games were really just Acclaim. Level 12, processing plant. Find exit to next level. Simple enough. But yeah, I talk a lot about, I think so far like the longest chapters are actually on Karate Kid and A Nightmare on Elm Street. And then I also talk about NFL football a lot, because like that NFL football game that LJN put out was actually, it wasn't as bad as people made it out to be, but the problem with that game was that it was kind of complicated to play, and like I think a lot of people rented it, and when you rented it, you didn't get the all the paperwork that came with it. There was like a, you know, an instruction manual, and then like a playlist, like a fold-out playlist for defense and offense, and it showed you how to do all the plays and stuff. It was actually a pretty deep football game for the time. And but yeah, I think people rented it and didn't know how to play it, and they're like, "Oh, this sucks." But yeah, and it's weird. It's another one of those games that like the soundtrack was like better than it had any right to be for NFL football. Tom said Nintendo was always strict with their third-party developer contractual stipulations. Yeah. Yep. And Acclaim found their way around it. Their LJN loophole. And you can tell the difference between, I mean, there's the year cutoff, but you'll know when it was Acclaim because they stopped doing the way that the cover art looked for LJN games. Because when they first were releasing games and it was like actually LJN, they had that like if you've ever seen an LJN game, like they were like black cases with like gold trim, and it said like entertainment, video entertainment or something like that on them. And they stopped doing that when Acclaim took over, and they just sort of had like normal looking covers. Actually, I can hold on. I have one right here. This is the way that they used to look. You remember all the LJN games back in the day, they had this black and gold, black with the gold trim, and then they'd have the LJN up in the top. And then it says Enter Active Video Games in the top there. But anyway, yeah, that's like, they stopped doing that when Acclaim took over. So it's sort of like there's really only like 10 actual LJN games. I need to pull up the map because I'm getting lost here. Be a little hard to find the exit if I'm lost. Tom said Nintendo hated stores like Blockbuster copying their game tutorials. What are you going to do, though, as a rental store? Well, Nintendo hated they rented their games, period. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, like, people hate on Nintendo now and like act like it's a new thing. It's like, no, Nintendo's kind of always been a little shitty. What's fucked up, and like I talked about this actually on the last time I streamed Loaded, but what's fucked up is like what video game companies, oh my god, just getting destroyed, where's my health, would do for rentals back in the day was like, remember that game, like what was an example I used? Oh yeah, Lion King for Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Like that's a game that's like notoriously hard for people. And what's crazy is like they made it hard on purpose because they had a deal with like the rental places, and they made it hard on purpose because they wanted people to rent it more. They thought that if we make it harder, people are going to rent it more, instead of like the logical conclusion of like, no, it's going to be too hard and nobody's going to want to rent it. They sort of took the, like, a lot of companies started taking this like weird approach of like almost like arcade games where it was like, we're going to up the difficulty so like people are going to be pumping in quarters. They were like, yeah, we're going to make these games like super hard so people will rent them over and over again and we'll make a bunch of money. This is my last continue. Yeah, there's a lot of weird things that video game companies did back in the day. Tom said, damn, that's a legit box. Yeah, I loved the way that the LJN boxes all had their own like style. Like, rentals became an extension of the arcades, at least in business intentions. Yeah, totally. I mean, they sort of like took over in a way because it was kind of like that when video rental like really hit a peak. It was kind of like at a time when arcades were sort of like dying their very slow and long death. I can't remember if I already... Oh, here we go. Oh, fuck. Wrecked. I want to say, like, we're pretty close to the end of the game. And again, like, I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to make it or if I'm going to get game over, but I feel like we're close. Oh, man. Fucking really up the difficulty there. There's not even anything in here, just health. Gotta imagine that artificial difficulty increase ruined some games. Oh yeah, for sure. It's that whole thing where it's like, you know, there's games that are difficult but fair, and then there's games that are just cheap, and it's, yeah, like a lot of those like Contra. That was the other game that I brought up on the last Loaded stream when I was talking about hard games and then making them harder was so the Japanese version of Contra Hardcore for Sega Genesis is totally playable and totally beatable because they gave you a life bar in that Contra game, so it wasn't one hit kill. It's still really hard even with a life bar, but it's a little more fair. But when it came out in America, they upped the difficulty like super crazy, and it was for that reason, that they wanted to just, they wanted to be able to have crazy rentals, so they told them to take off the health bar. And then what you got is just this brutally like impossible to beat fucking Contra game. Like, I've never been able to beat that fucking game. I can beat the Japanese version, but because it's made to be able to be beat, but they would purposely just do that so you couldn't beat it. Tom said, I miss arcades being big. They're a great way to test game balance games before they hit home consoles. That's what made fighting games big. Oh yeah, dude, I grew up in arcades. I fucking lived in the arcade. It's a bummer, like, and there's all these like barcades now, and they try and like, bring them back. There's some places that do it right, others not so much. There's a place near me where I live that's actually pretty cool. It has, a decent amount of games, and they upkeep them really well. And it's kid friendly, which is the most important. Like, I don't like the whole like barcade thing where it's like geared towards adults, because it's like, I'm a parent, and it's like, I want my kid to be able to experience like the shit that I did growing up, and it's like, they just keep making these things for like millennials perpetually, you know what I mean? And it's like I just saw a thing where they're reopening Chuck E. Cheese, but like it's called Chuck's, and it's supposed to just be like an arcade and like have all these like retro arcade games, but they're making it for adults. They're not making it for kids, it's for adults. It's like, that's so fucking dumb, and like, it's just like, selfish. It's like, there's no place in this fucking world for kids anymore, man. It sucks. And like, again, like, I'm a parent, like, if they made like a cool like arcade, that was like, that I could take my kid to, like, I would take him to it. But it's like, no, they have to make these like stupid fucking barcades and shit and gear it towards adults, and it's like, I don't understand. Also with Chuck E. Cheese too, it's like, dude, there's already a fucking Dave and Buster's, like they already have that. Like, you don't need to do an arcade for adults. Like, come on. Because like the arcade that's near me that I can take my kid to, it's like, it's super cool. Like, that's where we're gonna take her for her birthday. Like, it's super fun. You need to make more places for kids. Tom said, I just saw something about Chuck E. Cheese arcades. It's for adults. Businesses are really going straight for that demographic that has the most cash on hand. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, was, yeah, those Chuck E. Cheeses. Yeah, it's fucking lame. But what they're forgetting, too, is that, like, I guess they think, like, adults with disposable income or whatever, but it's like, and they're banking on nostalgia bait. But what they're also forgetting too is that, like, parents will spend money on their kids as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you made places like arcades, like if they were to literally bring back Toys R Us, like, I would fucking be there all the time with my kid. Like, there's like nowhere to take my kid to like go get toys. Like, it's like Walmart and that's it. Like, there's no actual like toy stores anymore, Like, it really bums me out that there's no Toys R Us to take my kid to. Like, it's such a fucking bummer. And yeah, like, I wish there was still like fucking arcades and shit. And specifically, like, geared towards teens and kids, not adults. Oh shit. I guess I already Already went here. Yeah, the other thing too is it's like, I just feel like there's no place to really get like physical media and shit anymore either, outside of like Amazon, you know, and like eBay. And like a lot of the places that are left that are like, you know, sort of like, you know, used media stores, like, you know, a lot of these places, they don't upkeep their shit, and it's like they're selling stuff that's like scratched and dirty, and it's like, it's kind of a bummer. I still have like a dream of one day opening like a brick and mortar store, and selling like movies and video games and CDs and shit. Like, I would love to do that. I think there's kind of like, I think people want it again. I think people want physical media again. I think they miss it. I think there's an audience for it. It seems to be making a little bit of a comeback. Tom said kids would and still do go nuts for physical merch. Toys R Us would be successful if it came back for real instead of the mattress firm empire that replaced it at every location. Yeah, I know. It's so sad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would be there all the time with my kid if there was a Toys R Us. I think like I get it. Like there was like, I think there was, you know, it was a lot of factors. You know, the economy changed. I think buying habits changed. I think there was this period of like figuring things out for a while. You know, I mean, we're probably still kind of in that period of figuring certain things out. Um, but I think like, yeah, I think we've come to the conclusion. I think a lot of people are realizing like, oh shit, we made a mistake. Like, getting rid of a lot of these like brick and mortar stores, and I think people want them back, you know. And, it's just gonna all it's gonna take is it's gonna take some people, you know, taking a risk and opening some businesses, you know, and showing that it can be successful. And I think then, you know, maybe they'll start to have a comeback. But you know, we'll see. I know it's definitely tough to compete with online. This is definitely the farthest I've ever gotten on this game when I'm streaming it. I'm pretty happy. Definitely not going to be able to beat it because I've only got a couple lives left and no continues, but we'll see how far I can get. It's a maze of fucking teleporters. Oh, shit! Fucking robot hell. I feel like since the song has kicked back in, I think this might be the last level. This has to be the last level. Rail shooter games on the Wii bring back that old school game for me. A large part of why I ended up getting a Wii U. Oh yeah, rail shooters are fun, man. Oh shit. Fuck. Ah. Damn it. Ah, I got stuck on the fucking thing. Oh no, one life left. Oh, it's my last stand. I'm fucking dead. There's no way. I'm not gonna get much further. Oh shit. Oh! Damn it! Is that the end? Oh! Game over. Damn. Yeah, I got pretty far though. Not bad. Not bad. Definitely a lot farther than I got on my last stream, so super cool. All right, well, that's gonna be a wrap for me tonight. thanks so much again to Epic Mike for the little invasion. Everybody's showing up. That was really cool, Mike. I appreciate it a lot. I hope everybody that came, I hope you guys come back again sometime and subscribe to the channel. I would really, really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow it, and I have a tiny little channel. But yeah, if you had fun, definitely subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys. I'm here every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, so whatever that is in your time zone, 7:30 p.m. every Monday. So, and then if you go check on the channel, like, you'll see all my old streams, and I've put together a bunch of little clips too. If you go to the videos section, I put clips of like the funny stuff that I talk about. I'll clip some of this stuff, I'm sure. And then yeah, like, all my music is on here, and links to all that stuff in my book and all those goodies. So anyway, thanks again for hanging out, everyone, and hopefully I will catch some of you next time. All right, thanks again. Later.